Good morning and welcome back to Life of Dave. Sunday the 2nd of July and we're back down the boat. Bit of a special one today. It's me birthday. Yay! And I'll sand if I want to. Last time down, managed to get a load of filler on here. Just a rough spread out. It was really hot and it was dry, so you got all these cheese holes. It was going on and then it was pulling holes everywhere. So it's going to require a lot of sanding and it will want another application, I reckon, just to fill out any of the little smeggy holes that are in it. There's a couple of low spots still, but I mean, I haven't got to take out all the low spots on the fairing because I've still got to glass it, and that's going to make it rough again, and it will need fairing and sanding again. All I've got to do is take off the roughness, key it all up, get it ready to prep, not get it so it's prepped, ready to glass over. So any little bobbly bits where the filler's dropped over, any high spots to take down, smooth out the rest of it. All this needs sanding, loads of sanding to do. So I'm not going to film all of it, but it all needs doing. So I'm going to have a quick whiz over there with a sander. Hopefully this won't take too long. I think these bottom areas should be pretty quick. This top area, the flat section there will be all right. This bit in here is going to be a nose in with a grinder job to the old sander to get in there, or a block and paper by hand. I think most of it's going to be a block and paper by hand just because of the width of the track that I've got to get in. So I'm going to get cracking, get some sanding done, and I'll record a little bit of it, but there's not really anything else to do today. I've got to get this all ready so I can glass it. I just haven't got time to glass it at the moment. So I want to get this all knocked back, and then we'll have a look and see how it's looking, how well it's come out, and mark any areas that are going to need redoing again. With the old pen, we'll get that all highlighted so I can see exactly where I'm going. I can see there's a bit there that's going to be really low. But once I can't tell until I've sanded it. There's loads of bits like where there's fillers dropped over the sanded stuff before, so that's all got to be gone over. So basically I've just got to go over the whole lot, make sure it's all keyed up, and any little bits that have dropped down have been removed. You don't want little bits sticking on there when I come to glass over it. If you glass over something like that, that'll be a massive air bubble. Right, let's get cracking, do some sanding. Right, new mask, because the other one was getting a bit cruddy inside. All the dust and that, you put it down, it starts filling up inside. So yeah, eventually, even if you put it in the bag, the dust off the outside ends up on the inside. So they only last so long, and you have to change them. And they blooming doubled in price. These were 17 quid last time I bought one. Then they were 23. That's £33. So I don't know what that is in dollars if you're in America. It's probably about $40 or something. Maybe more. I don't know, for a mask. That used to be less than half the price. It was 17 quid, and now it's 33. That's ridiculous. But gotta have it.
section done. I've gone around the two ribs, just nib down above and below as well, make sure there's no little extra bits. Like that bit there, look. Obviously there's a bit dropped down there, I've wiped it off with a spreader. That's left the residue, that's going to be sanded. Doesn't take a second to nib off, but it's got to be done, you can't leave it. And there you go. Right, so that's this side done. The whole side bit from there down. I've gone into that edge there, there's a couple of little low spots that I'm going to want to fill in there, but not many. This surface is not flat, it's all over the place. I ain't going to be able to get it completely flat. I've still got to glass it and fair it yet, so I'll get a bit more build up on that. And we'll get it as smooth as possible. I just want it so it's smooth. It doesn't matter if it's a little wobbly, it hasn't got to be 100% perfect. But at the moment, I mean, there's a massive low spot there. It's like, you know, nasty. It's like a line down the boat. What's there? Look. So it sort of curves, but sort of more bends than curves. It's nasty, horrible. Anyway, you know, it is what it is. It's an old 1970s Shetland. It's never going to be perfect. To get this perfect, I'd have to put such a build up a filler on it, you know, to smooth it around, that it's going to put too much extra weight on the boat, and I don't want to do that, you know. So I'll do what I need to do, but I won't do no more. Right, so now I've sanded all this bottom, I can do the top bit. Rather than doing the top bit, covering it in dust and I can't see what I'm doing. It's easier to sand the bottom first and then work your way up. Gravity and stuff falls down. Right, let's have a little go up here. Okay, so I've been over the rest of that. I've gone right over the top bit there, smoothed that down. I've taken off some of the angle underneath it, and I've just used the nose of the grinder to rub down some of the high spots with all the peaks on lightly. But this has got to be done by hand now. I've got to shape this edge up there, get that something like straight-ish along there so that it looks reasonable. You're not going to see most of it, it's going to be hidden in the locker, you know, but it's got to be somewhere near straight. Right, there's some low spots in the filler there where this side and that side haven't met, so I'll just key that up so that we can put some more filler in there. You know, some of this might need to be taken down, so once I get this area sanded, I can then work out this strip here as to what's got to come off and what's got to build up. But I've got to take down the high spots off of this first before I can work out what I'm doing with that. So unfortunately that's going to be a hand sanding job, which is going to take some time. So I'm going to crack on, do a little bit of that now, and then I'm getting out of here. Because as I said, it is my birthday, and the family and I are going out today. You know, they want to spend some time with me, so I don't want to be all day down the boat. So I'll just come down to get a little bit done. I've not been down for a couple of weeks or so now because I've been busy at home. Seen some of the garden posts I've been doing, some work at home, basically getting the house all sorted, getting all the patio stones relayed. You know, I've been needing to do them for a while now. They come loose and just haven't got round to it. So now, while the weather's good, I'll get on with it. But back down the boat today, get this sanding done, or get some of this sanding done, and then I've got to get out of here, like I say, go and see the family. Right, let's crack on and get a bit of this done. My block don't fit in here either, so I'm just going to start off by hand, see how we go. It's going to take quite a while, I should imagine. I just want to nib it over, and then what I'll do is I'll find a bit of wood and I'll make a block to fit in there. Get it all flat and level, but there's quite a lot of dips in here I need to just work in with my fingers to start with. So just removing the top, really heavy thick layer, just smooth it out a bit. major low spots. I'm going to definitely need some build up there. There. Enough as hell there. I've still got to go over it. I'll just mark any little blemishes, but I think I'll do that another time. Like I say, just for now, I'm just trying to nip down the high, rough areas. I'm not trying to get it flat and level. I'll go over it again with a block, but I can see I've still got a lot to build up. So I'm not going to knock this back much. I just need to clear it up. So it needs so much more build up on it. That's why I'm not worried about blocking it. I'm never going to get it flat on this go. Move this edge because when I glass this down, this bit's already been glassed up to that there. I never finished it really, so what I should have done is gel coated it or faired it or whatever, so now it's all got to be sanded down, faired and redone basically. That was some of the first glass work I've done, you know, quite a while ago. So since then we've improved. The glass work's okay, but I didn't finish it. What I should have done was put a covering of gel coat or something over so I'm not sanding all the glass away. I mean, it's not really much in high strength. It was again to stabilise the surface like I've got to do here really. It wasn't, you know, not like the side of the boat was weakened or anything. It was just an extra layer of glass to tie it all together, ready to paint it. I won't get this flat. I'm just trying to take down all the high spots and the wibbly bits off the edge of the spreader and all that, and it's revealing all the little pits and voids in the filler. Because what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put another layer of filler on this to shape it up, especially to build this edge here. So I need more filler. I've got to sand this back still. That's probably going to need a block to do that. I've got to get that something like straight so that it looks straight. I mean, like I say, you are going to have lockers in front of it, so you're not going to see it. They're going to tie into there, into this corner, and back up to there. So you're only going to see that when you open the locker. I do want it looking fairly smooth and flat, and I can't have these voids in it when I glass it, otherwise that's just going to trap air in. So it hasn't got to be 100% flat, you know, it's just got to be smooth really, so that it glasses over and looks visually appealing, you know. Like I say, I'm not building the boat from scratch, I'm just sort of trying to work with what's already here. And what's here is a wibbly mess. Get in there with a bit of paper, a longer bit actually, ideally, and just square that up. Again, the problem with doing that is I'll cut this edge and it'll cut a line into this side, you know, down here. Same as when you're sanding this, it'll cut into there. So you do, you know, sometimes you get as close as you can, and then you might have to just go in by hand and retouch it. That's getting this edge, but it's cutting into this one, so there'll be a little gap in that edge there, and if you glass over that again, that will trap there. So you end up having to take the paper and round it up and rough out that corner to smooth that out, so that all the edges are smooth and rounded. And that's all we need, rounding edges, nice and smooth, all flowing, you know, so that the glass just goes over it with ease. Go. Well, so that's not coming out too bad, so we'll square that off like that, and basically that will give me a square edge there and there, and then what I'll do is just ring it over and round it so that that's rounded into there. So basically we'll have like an S bend there, you know, so it's nice and smooth and flowing. I don't want hard edges, which obviously using a flat block will give you square edges. Yeah, I'll have an edge into there and I'll have a square edge there. So get your square edge, get it level, and then just sand that corner off so that it rounds over. I've still got some bits that are going to need filling, that there's lines in that, and that's voids. All them lines are voids. Doesn't show up very well on camera because the light is sort of too white with the sun coming in and all that, you can't see it. But there you go, look, so voids, 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 in there, voids, just see that. So yeah, so that's what we're dealing with. We've got to take all these out, look, all those little holes there have all got to be filled up. So we'll carry on flattening that next time I'm down, and then we'll give it some more filler, build it all up again, flat it back again, and hopefully we'll be somewhere near completing to get it glassed basically. So that's the plan anyway, but looking good so far. So the bottom half is pretty much done. I'm quite happy with how this bit down here is, you know, that's looking pretty good. I think we could glass that in really as it is. I don't think it needs any more work. Obviously we'll get that top section done, and then we've got this bottom section to do. So once I've glassed in from here, under there, down there, we'll go down to just below this ribbon and that. I'll probably end up glassing in down here, grinding all this up. This all needs grinding off. This is the original sort of something someone's painted or gel coat or whatever is on there, you know. It was all flaky and cruddy. So we'll clean all this up. I might end up having to glass it again because I dare say as I clean it up I'll introduce some voids, because again there's wood under here and it's all hollow around the edges. I'm not going to go too mad with it, you know, as long as it's structurally sound. I'll grind it all up, fill any holes that appear, and then we'll glass that over, get that all done down there. And down this bilge area is going to be grey, so we'll get that all painted under there. But yeah, we're getting there, so it's almost ready to glass. I've just got to get this edges finished up here. Needs a bit more work, but it's close, it's not bad. Right, well that's me done for today. I'm going to go enjoy my birthday with the family. So thank you all for watching Life of Dave, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye for now.